So this first one, a strawweight bout between Angela Hill and Amanda Ribas. Something really kind of fun about this is each fighter's last loss came to the two fighters who are going to be in the main event, but I'm somehow kind of more excited for this fight. The reason is I wrote about this in a blog post. I think each fighter presents the other with something they need to demonstrate in their skill set. So Amanda Ribas, it's fairly obvious. This girl's got that charisma. You can just see her being a very marketable star when she submitted Paige Van Zandt. I'm pretty sure she also has a win over Mackenzie Dern, which is huge. And she was showing a lot of talent, a lot of skill, the right personality. And then she went and got herself knocked out in the second round against Rodriguez, who I'll talk about in a bit. So she needs to show that she can go up against a striker and stay safe, do her thing. And Angela Hill is a quite good striker relative to the division. And she was very impressive in her last performance, but she doesn't get knockouts. I don't think she really has any on the feet knockouts. She might have one or two ground and pound finishes in recent years, but the threat that Rodriguez posed that took Ribas out when she made a mistake and got caught, I don't think will be there. So she can make those mistakes once or twice and get caught, and it won't be fight ending for her, but she still can't make them so many times that she's going to get in trouble. And also, I'll talk about this more right after I finish, but Angela Hill is a striker who knows grappling gets her into trouble, who knows when she stays on the feet against most of these other girls in the division, she wins the fight, but she loses when they get her down. So that's what she trains a ton. So Ribas gets a chance to go against a striker who will probably piece her up on the feet, who has about as polished and practiced takedown of defense as you can ask for. And for someone like Ribas with the grappling skill set, that's exactly the kind of obstacle you need to overcome. For Angela Hill, she had this really, what must have been excruciating stretch there where she had fights against Claudia Godelia and Michelle Watterson. And both fights were one judge, one round away from winning, but she loses both by split decision. So, what does she need to do? She needs to be more dominant. She needs to be so clearly ahead in the fight that the judges have no choice but to win it to her, give it to her. And part of that you saw in the Godelia fight is staying off the ground. In her last fight against Ashley Yoder, she executed that game plan perfectly. Yoder tried to take her down again and again and again, and Hill stuffed it, denied it, got the better of the clinch again and again and again. When they weren't there, she pieced her up nonstop, and it was a dominant, impressive striking display. And Ribas, she gets probably a more talented grappler. I'm not sure how the takedown threat compares, but at this point, your momentum stalled a little, even though that Watterson fight was fantastic and really close. You need to build that momentum again before you get another opportunity like that, and just continue what she did against Yoder, against someone who, if gets her on the ground, is going to be a scarier, better submission threat. She needs to keep it off the ground, and maybe she can find that finish. It felt like she was close a couple times in the Yoder fight. I remember she kept going to the body and she looked like Yoder was hurt there, but she couldn't quite find it. So against an opponent who lost her last fight by knockout, that maybe there's an opportunity there. I think this is an awesome fight, just in each fighter having what the other needs.